Oh, I'm so excited.
Like,
Today we have a special guest. We have 3 special guests in the store. We have Eric Lutz, who's the fellow behind Rib Magazine. And we have Tracie and Jodi from the Grocery Girls. It's going to be so exciting. I'm giving them a tour of the store.
It used to be all in the leather port.
Oh.
It was really cute. But
Well, there isn't one color I don't love.
I know.
I love
They're
this.
checking out the blue sky.
Oh, look, there's another version. What?
Yeah, did you guys see those? Aren't those cute?
Yeah, I love
Oh, no, it's
those.
the exact
It's the same thing,
Okay.
just stacked
Yeah.
in a different way. But we.
I love
But she's like,
stripes.
if you really like it, like, let me know. I'm like,
But look at the colors.
I
You
have
almost
too
don't
much.
want to
I have
say
too
you like
much.
it. 'cause
I know.
people- yeah.
But like, it's so.
And then now this
stunning.
year they have the mitten too, right?
Eric, you got to come and feel this sweater
Oh,
over here because
okay.
this sweater was knit out of
Ooh.
wool stuff.
Okay, I love that.
Isn't that nice and soft?
That's really soft.
Very nice.
And it's
On a
really,
5.5 needle.
but it's sturdy. Like it looks like it's got good structure
Yeah,
to it.
yeah.
I really like that. Ooh, I like that's like a Fiona Ellis touch there. on
This
that
was
color.
one of Blue Sky's patterns. It's called the
That's
Cromwell
lovely.
sweater.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
I like that. That's a good yarn.
It's such a,
I
that
love
yarn
that.
is so bouncy,
It-
you know?
that's what I
really
like. It's squishy.
Yeah.
Even because we squish things in a skein, but then we want it's actually knit up. You're like, oh, is it going to still be squishy? This is still squishy.
Yeah.
I like it.
That's one of our new
I would
ones
do
this
that.
fall.
It's worth it.
So
It's
where do you
worth
want
it.
to, what do you want to see? What do you want to take home with you? Need a
I
little
want to take
sample or
everything.
something?
I want to take everything. But let's do a tour. You can show me.
Sure,
Because
okay.
I'm like,
Well,
pretties everywhere.
let's-
like these two.
I know. Let's start here in front of Mrs.
Yeah.
Brown's bags.
Oh, these are.
Oh my gosh! Look at
Look
that.
at that. We have a little demo, and we have special ones too on our website that Jodi designed just for us.
Just
We've
for
got
you
some
guys.
a metallic line.
Mm-hmm. I
Ooh, that
love the
one's cute. You know
metallics.
what? That is so a Katie.
Bees and honey.
Yes.
Bees and honey. Yeah, that is such a Katie bag.
Yeah, I love the
love
color
it.
on that one too.
Well, is this the Julie Aslin yarn we were talking about?
That's the
Yeah.
Pheno. That's not the Nomad. You need the Nomad.
Oh, that's so gorgeous.
Do you have the Nomad here?
We do. Oh no,
Do you
we
carry-
don't.
oh, you don't?
I just have some
Oh,
in my own
okay.
personal collection.
Okay, well, that one you're going to want to try and get in, I
Okay.
think,
This
because that
one-
one's stunning.
I
And
just
uh,
want to knit all the
oh.
things in this stuff.
I could have a whole
That's
sweater
really
in
Oh,
that.
it's-
Oh, because it's merino.
Merino cashmere silk.
Yeah.
yeah. And here's
And the
a-
speckles. She's got the speckles now, which
Yeah.
I love. And
Here's
her
a
beautiful
sweater
tonals.
that was designed by a friend of Julie's.
Ooh.
What's
Isn't that
her name?
beautiful?
How do you say that?
Jose Paquin.
Mm-hmm. From Montreal, and this is done out of Pheno.
That's really
Look at the little
nice.
pocket. Isn't that so
Yeah.
cute? I love the striping
Yeah.
sequences
Mm-hmm.
It looks
that are
like,
kind of broken up.
It looks like you could almost make this into like secret messages, like
Morse
like
code.
Morse code, exactly. Dots and dashes, right? That's
Well,
really
it
nice. I
feels
love
like
that.
heaven. I would never
Yes.
want to take it off.
I know.
I love the color combo they
You'd always
chose.
be too warm in it though. It's cashmere.
Don't even start. I'm not complaining about cashmere.
No,
Never.
No,
Never, never,
no,
never.
no. We can never complain about that, can we?
This is
No.
really fun.
That's cute.
Yeah.
I've never even seen that before.
Me
but
either.
Look how little they are.
See how cute and stripy it is?
Yeah.
And it feels like a great sock yarn, like they're really gonna last.
But
It's
could
so
you
fun.
could you imagine making those blanks though?
No.
Like, even if you had a machine to
For
do it, you'd be like, winding.
days.
I get tired winding yarn. Never mind winding blanks.
No kidding.
Oh, so is that on Tweed?
No.
Sparkle.
Yeah.
Sparkle.
But there's the Adam and Eve that I love so much too. I love that one.
Fusion. Oh,
You guys
Speckle
sent me some Adam and
Creek.
Eve that I still have.
Because you didn't like it.
No, I love it. I just haven't used it yet. I'm waiting for the right project to use
I
it.
know.
You know, the right project comes along at the right time when you want to use that yarn.
Well, and you know, like, it's funny how that works because you
Yeah.
know that you see something, you go, either I have the perfect yarn,
Yeah.
or, yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it happens. It happens.
Do you use much Sweet Georgia?
Yes,
You
my
do?
local yarn shop has a ton of Sweet Georgia.
Do they?
Yeah.
They have a ton of it, except they don't have a lot of the cashmere one.
Oh.
Like the cash locks. They don't carry a lot of the cash locks.
And look at the
But Tough Love
sparkle.
Soft
I'm
has
sure
this.
you wouldn't knit sparkle
I-
a lot, but
Never say never, but I would have to find a real use for it. Like, why would I ever knit a sparkle. On a sock, that's about it.
Okay,
As a
I would do a
gift?
sparkle
if
sock.
you
As a
ever-
gift.
As a
yes,
gift,
yes,
right?
yes,
It's
yes.
pretty fun to knit with and then just
Yeah.
figure out someone to give it to.
That's true.
if
That's
you
true.
ever need a sparkle anything,
That's the one.
I've never seen
Yeah.
one
Yeah.
more sparkly, and I don't know
It
what's
is
special
pretty-
about
and it's
it.
cashmere.
It's pretty sparkly.
It is
It's
amazing.
pretty sparkly.
Yeah.
I like it.
Have you guys tried Stella?
That looks really sparkly too. No, I
done
haven't.
that. Oh my god, that's even more sparkly, I think, than that.
Those
It
colors are
is.
amazing.
Look at that. That is so much
gosh.
sparkle.
Okay, you've
We'll
got
have
me,
to
Barb.
give that a try and see, what
Yeah.
it's like.
Yeah,
That would be like a fancy shawl, like a
Right.
fancy lace shawl, like a going out shawl.
yeah.
You're doing sparkles. That's cute. I like that. Yeah, tough love sock. I love the party of fives. Every
Me
now and
too.
again, I'll buy one because they're perfect for doing your heels, cuffs, and toes.
It's like gumballs. Like I don't
Yeah.
even know what I'm going to do with it. They're just so
yeah,
irresistible.
who cares? You just want them, right? You just
Yeah.
need to have them. I
Yeah.
have this one,
That's a really good color.
and I have. Which is the other one? I think I have. It's either this one or this one. I
Well,
can't
she's
remember.
come
I
out
know
with
I've
some
got
new
one.
packs too.
Yes.
Some bigger
Yeah.
packs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Prism something.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and then stuff to dye for,
I
of course.
know.
Yeah, I'm staying away from the dyeing right now because I don't have room
I can
in this
imagine.
temporary place. It's so bad. I have great big IKEA boxes
Yeah.
full of yarn. I have 6 that are stuffed full, and then I have like great big IKEA bags full.
Yeah.
That
You make me
I'm
feel
like,
so good about my stash.
it's so
Thank
bad.
you.
When we moved and I saw it all in one place, because I'd had some in the storage locker, some behind the couch stuffed away, some in where did I stash the rest of it? Some in my closet. Like it was everywhere.
Well, you'd have to get creative, right? The smaller your space, you'd be like,
Especially when you don't
I'm
want.
not going to stop buying yarn because
No.
that's a given.
Although
But
I
where
did
do I
stop
put
for
it?
a little bit.
To be honest,
I
I
did.
have about a ton of yarn in the last maybe 4 to 5 months.
Yeah.
How much more do you need?
I just keep knitting.
I know.
I just keep knitting it though. As much.
I can't
It's going
possibly
out
knit
too.
through. I can't possibly knit through my stash. I've got at least 3 years worth of stash there.
Well then,
Oh.
I have like 6 sweaters quantities. On top of like 2 of those bins are just sock weight.
yeah. Oh, I know. I can't resist the one skein of sock
Yeah.
weight, but then what?
Yeah, you need to
Those are my
somehow.
colors.
Yeah, isn't
Aren't
that
they?
great?
Oh,
And that's 100% cashmere.
Grello. I know. I can
Isn't it
feel it.
nice?
It's Grello. This is so
You like the color?
This is my favorite color combination in the world. Is oh wait, look, it matches my shirt.
Definitely
Yeah.
would.
3 balls of cashfina. I mean, I've made one already, but I didn't make mine out of fingering weight. I did mine in sport weight.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so I had just a little bit more oomph to it.
And do you wear it?
I do.
Yeah.
I wear it almost all winter long.
It's cold,
Yeah, it's windy in Toronto,
and that wind is bitter.
and it goes right through.
Yeah.
So this would
And
be warm.
humid too, right?
Yeah.
Right off the
Oh,
lake.
yeah.
Yeah, it's very humid. Yeah, I love that. Oh, such good colors. Gorgeous.
I agree.
I love that.
Have you ever
Pretty.
used Euroflax?
I have not, but I remember when you did something, Tracy.
I
in
did.
Europe, like you did a shawl for, was it
I
your mom's
did.
shawl?
Yeah, I did.
Out of that? Yeah. So I haven't done it, but I
And I made a
tried
couple of
doing
market
linen.
bags and stuff.
Yeah, I tried linen and I didn't like it.
I have to say, it's more
I
of a
tried
product knit for me.
Yeah, it
The
is.
pro-
The
but
process is annoying.
Yeah, and the second time I used it, I actually did soak it
Oh, you did first?
and hand wound
And
it, and it made a
rewound it?
gigantic difference.
Okay,
in
that's what I'm
working
going to
with
do.
it.
Yeah.
I think it's like Scotch.
Yeah,
It's an acquired taste.
Yeah.
but I
Yeah.
love the knitted fabric that you get with it,
Yeah.
and I'd still like to knit myself like a cute T-shirty thing or
Right.
whatever for summer.
Yeah.
And the colors that they do, I think, are amazing. So
Uh,
I really
yeah.
love it.
Yeah.
But my first experience was I've learned since then.
So I was going to make this linen market bag, the Pam Allen artichoke bag.
Yeah.
And I was knitting and knitting and knitting and knitting and knitting and went, oh, I forgot it was supposed to be in garter stitch. And garter stitch in the round requires you to purl every other row. I didn't. So I had stock in it. I was like, this is not working. So I messed it all up. Oh, those are great colors.
Did you guys see this?
Wow.
This is from Ottawa.
That is a great, I saw them. Actually, they
yeah,
were at
Trailhead.
Twist
Oh.
last, or at least the brand was. Yeah, I love this color.
She's
That's
hand
really
painted
nice.
Euroflax
Love that.
from Louette. And
So same base.
Yeah.
Same
Yeah.
base. Yeah. Come on, sparkle.
So yeah, I think
So
I'm going to
This one
take your
calls my
tip.
name every single time.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's a nice way to introduce it into like a shawl, right?
Well,
Where
and I
you
mean,
can-
how gorgeous would those be together,
yeah.
Right?
right?
I would go with these.
Yeah.
Because you know me, I
Well, sure.
I do solids, right?
And I actually love this
Oh,
teal.
but wait, look.
This tealy color
Look how it
too
goes
is-
with gray.
Yes. Oh, I love this color.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. The silver's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna take your tip. I'm gonna soak it and I'm gonna do it.
And it just took
Ooh.
couple of days to dry. Yeah.
I'm a big fan.
You'll never know that.
Barb,
No.
where do you want the epic?
They actually they organized the store by weight. So if
Yeah.
you're looking for tequila, I love
Yeah,
that. I love
almost.
that.
Yeah, I think that's the best way to do it.
Yeah, I think so too. So you have several. What's your favorite yarn store?
Oh, I have a few, but I'd say my favorite's Purple Pearl in Toronto.
Oh, really?
It's-
That's so nice that it's
yeah.
your local one too.
Well, it's not really my local anymore. My
But
local.
how far is it?
It's clear across the other side of the city
Oh,
now,
okay.
from where I am now. When I used to live downtown, I was actually closer to Romney. I could walk there in about 10 minutes from my house.
No wonder you have so much yarn.
Well, there's Romney, there's Purple Pearl, there's Unit. Those are my three go-tos. But Unit is actually my closest one now. And they have a very similar selection to sort of what's here.
Yeah.
But it's sort of an older, it feels very New York. It's got like wooden floors and it's a little creaky when you walk around. They've got like every color of Rowan, pure wool worsted you
Right.
could ever want.
Yeah,
And so
perfect.
it's good for staple stuff,
Yeah.
but it's also really good for, they carry Shalimar. So I think it's the only place in the city that carries Shalimar, like a full range of.
I don't know what that is yet.
Oh, Shalimar's really nice. They got good yarn.
Isn't Shalimar a cologne from the
I think it might be.
70s?
I think it
Which
might
one
be.
came first?
Yeah, I don't know.
The
I don't
yarn
know.
or the perfume?
This is
So
really
Purple Pearl, why
Yeah.
is it your favorite?
Because I think it's the place where the community, for me, is the strongest. At Unit, there's nowhere to sit and knit anymore and hang out. Romney, it's like a big box store. It's like 5 times the size of this shop.
Yeah.
It's huge.
I've heard that. I think I've seen Stephanie Pearl McPhee post
Yeah.
there. And
It's
it's like
massive.
boxes and boxes, tons of yarn.
Now they have sort of a secondary warehousey kind of place that's actually like a 5-minute drive from where I live now.
Oh, okay.
So, but I haven't checked it out yet. They just opened it at like Canada Day or just after.
Oh.
So I'll have to go check that out. But I think Purple Pearl has they've got like a knitting area in the middle of the store where you can sit in. I remember sitting there just before the Women's March that
Oh, yeah,
happened
yeah,
when
yeah,
everybody
yeah.
was knitting the pussy hats.
Yes.
And what's her name? Famous actress, filming in Toronto. Anna Paquin
Oh, yes.
came in.
Is she a knitter?
She must
She
be a
is.
knitter.
She's a knitter. Because we're sitting there, we're all knitting with a bunch of people on like a Saturday morning. She comes flying in and she's like, I need pink yarn. And I'm like, I didn't recognize her because I was like, I watched a lot of
Right.
shows that she was in. Like True Blood was my thing, right?
Right. Oh, yes.
So I was
Yes.
like, but she didn't look like Sookie Stackhouse. So I'm like, she looks different now. So I'm trying to
You
figure
have
out
no
who she
makeup on.
was.
What's your deal?
Right? And she's like looking for it. And I was like, yeah, whatever. And then someone actually said, I think it was Ramona actually.
Yeah.
Turned to me and said, oh, that was Anna Paquin, right? Because I said something to her and I was looking at her like, oh, that color is really amazing or something. And she's like, uh-huh. And she got moving. Girlfriend was in a hurry. I think she was
Okay.
like, I'm famous.
Oh.
Don't talk to me.
Don't talk to me, I'm too famous. Like,
Find your own
do
damn
the-
pink yarn then.
That's right. That's right. Take your own damn time. I love that.
What else do we want to show Eric?
Oh, I love Rowan.
Me too.
I don't know if they have tweed, but I like their the felted tweed. That's my. I
Yes.
love that stuff.
Yeah.
But
This is a nice
They're
one.
so
It's
good.
Aran weight, so it's just a little thicker.
a little
And,
chunkier. Yeah.
You could do sweaters. I think really nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I have to show you this one. This one was really popular. Again,
Ooh,
this is
it's tweedy.
lamb's wool and linen.
Really?
That's really pretty.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
So it's just 85 wool, 15 linen.
See, that I could get behind.
Isn't
'Cause
it
there's,
nice?
There's feels like there's a little stretch to it.
I
right?
love the
It's
good,
not all
the little flex. It makes
Yeah.
me, I love that.
very
look.
tweedy with that. I like
Yeah.
that.
And that one
like
has
that a lot.
400 meters on one of the
400 meters.
Yeah, on one
wow.
of the shuffle balls. So
That's a lot
isn't
of
that
put
a lot
up.
of, yeah.
That's a lot
on a
of value.
3.5 or a 4 mil.
That's a lot. That's the other thing about Nomad that I think people would really like because it's 500 yards. It's not
That's
400
nice.
yards. So
Which
you
one is
put up
that?
as the Nomad base.
Oh.
It's 500 yards.
So is it lighter in weight? Like
It's just
finger-
bigger.
Light, oh,
Nope,
okay.
it's just bigger.
So
it's
she's
just a
putting
bigger
it up in
skein.
a like 150 gram skein.
Oh, nice.
nice.
You can get so much more mileage on patterns with that, just that little.
Two of them, and you've got
extra.
a big shawl out of two skates.
Yeah.
They're a little bit more expensive because of the put up, but
Yeah.
especially for men's socks, which need a little bit more yardage for some
Sure.
people. Like my feet aren't extraordinarily big, so.
But if you want
400
length in the leg
yards are
even,
fine.
right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. So the one we did for rib that was out of that one, the Fickle Step socks, I still have a whole bunch left over, but you could make that as long as you wanted with it. And because it's so much fun to knit, that you probably will.
You want to use it up.
Yeah, exactly. They're good husband socks, just saying.
Do you use much alpaca?
I don't actually care for alpaca.
You don't care for alpaca.
Because it's stretchy.
I know.
I don't like it. Kind of like it looks great until you wear it, and then it's like, boom,
Yeah.
it's puddling at your knees.
But for something soft,
Oh,
just
yeah,
like
yeah.
a cowl or a hat or
I
hand
find
warmers.
hats for me with alpaca and it stretch out and they don't stay. I like hats that are really close
Really
fitting.
close, yeah.
Like
Stays.
it stays put. And, you know, when you've got it in windy city like Toronto, and it can just fly off. And when it gets wet, it kind of like it keeps blooming and never seems to
Yeah.
stop blooming.
Yeah.
I do like it though for things like a shawl or a scarf or something. It feels really nice. Yeah.
It's so
For sure.
soft.
Yeah.
But I agree.
Yeah, it is.
It does grow.
I have done a sweater, a baby sweater, out of baby alpaca.
See, this is the
Which is kinda
worsted
crazy.
version. This is the Eden worsted
Mm.
version to Adam and Eve.
And it makes
I like
fabulous
those.
hats.
It
Those
does.
are such good colors. I love
Cowls.
that one.
There's some really pretty colors.
Yeah. Those are really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I do love the touch and the feel of it.
I wish
love
it didn't grow.
That's the thing. If it
Yeah.
didn't grow, if it was stabilized,
I
it's
think
like,
it's just, you just need to knit it on a little smaller needle.
yeah, you know what? You're probably right. Because then if it does grow a little bit, like this feels wonderful.
And there's lots of blends, right? You
Yeah,
get
totally.
a nice blend that makes, and I think it
100%.
makes a huge difference.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I like the Malabrigo.
Me
Oh,
too.
yeah. Salver ball. Have you ever met Josh? Auricula or Dairyland Knits?
No.
But do you know who I'm talking about?
Yes.
You
no,
might be
no.
Rhinebeck, maybe?
Yeah. Yeah.
I
no.
love,
This, we're all fabulous.
I know you
We're all fabulous.
this would be a good sweater too.
Yeah.
50/50 will alpaca. I have a sweater's quantity. I have no idea what I'm gonna do.
You'll find something.
I'm an impulse
I
shopper.
do too.
I love it though.
You know what? I think there's nothing wrong with Cascade 220.
I love it.
I don't think it gets enough respect because you don't see that kind of color range.
Yeah.
Rowan, I think, is the only company maybe that comes close in terms of the number of colors you can get. And
I completely
the
agree.
heathers
I'm
are
not a
great.
yarn.
I'm a woolly wool lover. I am. I love
a
woolly wool.
crunchy wool.
That's
And
why
it
Right.
shows
And-
your stitches so well.
And you know what?
cables.
Once it blocks, like it feels like, oh, it's maybe in skein. But Brooklyn Tweed feels like crap until it's blocked.
I know it is.
Right? Except for Arbor. Arbor feels
Yeah.
really good in the skein still.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I love Cascade 220. And you're
We're
right.
all
there's so many.
fans.
And the Epic, which is
Yes, and I have like this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one
nice.
because my friend Barb here sent me some, and I'm
She
saving it
hooked you
for-
up.
You'll
And I
love
might
it.
actually use it in that super secret design project
Ooh,
because
would
it's
be exciting.
I think I'm going to use it in that.
well, let us
So.
know because we could certainly fill your suitcase with a
Oh.
little sweater quantity.
Well, this
It's
one's
a-
an accessory, so
You know,
we'll
it's
see.
funny because there's a truck at our back door right now
Oh no!
with kilos and kilos and kilos. Our shipment
How much room you got in
from-
your car?
Our shipment from Peru just came in today.
Oh my
of Epic.
gosh! Yeah, no, it's lovely.
Yeah.
I really like it.
Do you
I
have
just have to
any?
do it.
Are you expanding your colors in the future?
We are. We're gonna look at that. We have to buy so much of it. We have
Yeah.
to buy
Yeah.
25 kilos per
Oh my
color.
gosh.
So it's a lot for us, and we really sell so much gray, neutrals, black,
Yeah.
red.
Yeah.
That we decided we're gonna start there
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
see how we
I
can.
love the colors that
Yeah,
you've
me too.
chosen.
And you know, it goes so
Yeah.
well with Cascade 220. We love the heathers. I bring in all the heather colors in
Yeah.
fall. And you know, I just think it's such a nice mate to that one.
You know what else I like? Your tax here is so much lower.
Oh, yes.
It's so much lower in
Yeah,
Alberta.
So Fiona,
Yeah.
we were talking about
Yeah.
Fiona Ellis, that's her Roslyn sweater and cowl. And that's all Epic.
I have seen that in progress.
Yeah,
'Cause I
right.
was sitting
Well,
next
and
to her at
talk
the
about
Knitter's
being
Guild while she was
busty
working on
and
it.
wearing some sort of yoke.
Yep.
Like she's very busty.
And she can pull.
Not gonna lie. She's
You wondered about a yoke thing.
I did
Yeah.
one day.
And she has that. She wears that.
Yes.
Why are you looking?
Because apparently we're going there.
We'll edit that out, right?
Sorry, Eldon!
And our Aiden sweater would be another nice one for someone who's worried about that. You know,
Yeah. That's that one, right?
Yeah, detailing. That's kind of
that's
a
epic, too.
men's or a ladies sweater.
Is it linen stitch at the top?
It's sort of.
Sort of a quasi linen?
Yeah, it's Ann Bud's design.
I
and
love that.
Isn't that
I think it's
nice?
kind
Yeah,
of like-
that's really nice. You know,
I think it's a classic
for me,
style.
so many men like this zipper sort of Y front on it.
Yeah.
I myself am not a fan of that. So what I would do is I would put in like a placket in the front,
Buttons.
and I would do buttons.
Yeah.
Because I just don't, that zipper thing never works for me. and
Super
it gets
easy
stuck
to
in.
do that, right?
Yeah.
Super easy
Oh
to
yeah.
customize it.
Yeah, totally.
It would get stuck in my double chin.
It would get stuck in my chest hair. That's the problem. Yeah, there's nothing worse than that. That's a great pattern.
And actually, a
That's
couple of
really
buttons
nice.
would look
I love
gorgeous.
that.
on that.
Yeah. Especially when you find like handmade wooden buttons at somebody's turn.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Do you do anything with Kate Atherley?
Actually, I do. I know
Do
Kate
you?
quite well.
Oh, she designed this for us. The
Yeah.
hat
She's
and
lovely.
mitten.
I love the two color sort of ribbed bottom on it. I love that.
Yeah, it's such a
It's
nice
really
warm
nice.
piece.
Yeah, I have a hat that's in timeout right now. That's a color work hat, and it's
Time out.
in timeout because I made a boo boo, and I don't know how to fix it yet. And I need to sit down under bright light and go, okay, because it's an Isolde pattern,
Oh.
and I'm like, I
hate
wasn't
it.
paying attention.
I hate pulling
Are you
that
too
stuff.
far to start again?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Way too far to start again. And I'm using Jameson and Smith and Shetland wool in fingering weight. It likes to just like Velcro to itself.
No
so
way.
to try and pull that stuff back, you're like literally trying to pull fibers apart again.
Does it look that bad?
And-
Could it be just put it at the back?
The thing is, it's affected my stitch count. I dropped a stitch somewhere and I can't quite figure out where it is and
Yeah.
what. So I have to sort of like re-knit the thing back up
Yeah.
about 3 rows. It's not a big deal, but this
Not
this
fun.
is this was my sign that I was a little too stressed.
Yeah.
When I'm starting to drop things and I can't figure out what should be relatively straightforward.
Yeah.
I'm like, nope, back in the project bag. So a bag that I don't use project bags when things are naughty. I put them in Ziplocs.
Oh, you are really
When
bad.
they're naughty, they go in a Ziploc bag and they
No
get put
nice
on the
bag
shelf.
for you.
No nice bag, because the nice bags are things I'm working
Oh
on.
my god, that's so funny.
Yeah.
Come see Hat Trick.
Yeah.
Oh yes, I
I'll show
definitely
you.
want to see Hat Trick.
Yeah.
Oh, and then
That's
stop
hilarious.
here on your way
Oh
and
yeah.
tell us just a little bit about this.
Oh, look at that. Gee, there's magazines.
Who's
Yeah.
this yummy guy?
You mean?
you ever need help
You mean the
choosing
gentleman model?
Oh, this professional model.
This professional
If you ever
model,
need
you
help
mean?
choosing, we're definitely
Yes.
available.
That's Matt. Matt is in Boston. So, ladies, he's in
Matt
Boston.
looks very happy in his
I
sweater.
don't know if he's single or not, but he was awesome to work with. They both worked. They were amazing to work with. Yeah, I love this issue.
I love the fact
it.
too that you've got some articles in there too. You're reviewing some needles, and you've got
Yeah.
a little review on texture and
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's the one on that Tom of Holland did for us on repairing the sweater,
great.
which was really nice. The visible mending article, which is a big thing now.
Yeah.
Like it's quite the trend, right? People are really doing that.
And
so.
all those pictures really help a lot. You know, for someone to sit
Yeah.
down and say, you know, okay, well,
Where do you start?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have
Take
no
the
idea.
confusion out of it, right? 'Cause it's
Exactly.
not a hard thing to do. It's
No.
just that you need a little bit of help.
Totally. And that's the pattern for the socks.
Those are so beautiful.
I test knit these myself.
And I love the
And
color you
I
guys
love
chose.
them. And I give them to Sebastian because, okay, insider secret, remember the skein of silence?
Okay, got
the
it.
just between us. So the model's feet were just a little too big for this sock to look really good because I think Alex's got a size 13 foot and I think Matt's was like 12 and a half. So their feet didn't look great in these for a
Right.
close-up shot.
Yeah.
So I turned to Sebastian and said, well, you've got about the right size foot. Stick your foot in there.
Foot model.
So that's actually Sebastian's
foot.
foot.
Oh, because
Guest
it fits
starring.
perfectly.
It fits perfectly on him. Yeah.
That's
my
a
God, I
perfect
love that.
inside story. Can we tell that?
Yeah, you can totally tell
Okay,
that. Yeah.
great.
That's fun.
That's the Nomad, the Julie Aslan, and it's what is it? An 85-15, I think, or is it
Rambouillet
75
nylon?
Rambouillet nylon, or is it 75-25? Might be 75-25, which normally you would think of like Regia territory, where it's like it's a little
Yeah.
less soft,
Yeah.
so a little stiff. This stuff is totally soft, and when you block it, it gets amazing. But there's so much strength in this. Like I'm a pretty strong guy. And for me to break this yarn, I really have to
Wow.
really pull on it, which makes me think if you were to use this for a sweater, you'd never get a hole in this.
Wow.
Like this would be indestructible for a sweater. So fingering weight or hold it double and do it worsted.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
So just saying.
Okay, well,
Yeah. So
I need to get my hands on some of that.
yes. But
You know,
issue 3. Oh, you want?
I have to clarify. The Rambouillet that I was thinking about is her yarn called Nurture.
Oh, Nurture.
Have
Yes.
you used Nurture?
Nurture is.
Is that a worsted
actually-
weight, that one?
I think it's more like Erin.
It's worsted.
Oh, is
it's
it?
it's a heavy worsted.
Are you
That
using-
is Nurture.
Those are so
This is the
cute. I love
Rambouillet.
that design.
That's Nurture.
Yeah, Nomad I think is merino. nylon,
Is it?
right?
Oh yeah, you know what? You
yeah,
might be right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's this. Honestly, I did the
Look how
test
cute
knit for
those
this.
are.
What
I
did you think of the yarn? I fell in love
loved
and
it.
thought I was
Yeah. There
gone to heaven.
is. Yeah, my version did not make it into the book, but I did the gray version,
Of course you did.
of course.
And I get to wear them.
Yeah, they're amazing.
So are there any hockey fans in Toronto?
There might be a few, just a few.
Football?
Maybe just a few. I'm like, I got to
Well-
be careful. I'm not in Toronto territory anymore.
Here in Edmonton, it's all about hockey,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
It's like
Winters
12
are
months
long.
of the year.
And there's things you need things to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're not knitting, what are you gonna do? Play hockey, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why we came up with our hat trick.
Hat
Like,
trick.
there's a few holes on the wall. We're completely out of Edmonton and Calgary.
No.
Yeah. But it comes in and goes out just as quick.
Yeah. See, I'm
But these are
terrible.
fun.
I would just go by the colors.
I do too.
Yes.
I like the colors.
Yeah.
And the solids are great. The semi-solids are amazing.
Well, I think this is one of Jodi's favorites.
I love
Right,
that.
Jodi?
I could so see that for you,
Yes.
Jodi. Yeah.
We
You have
have
nail
gray.
polish that color. You do have gray.
Um,
You have nail polish
the
that
socks
color.
are passed.
The
too,
stack
that
the pass.
You need a pair of socks for yourself knit with this yarn.
Yeah. I
It is
probably do.
amazing.
Is it good?
It
Oh,
is
yeah, it's
amazing.
incredible.
It makes
Don't worry about
dense,
that.
beautiful
Okay, I have
socks.
to tell you, this is almost exactly the color of my car.
Oh,
Shocking.
Yeah. But it's actually more blue than gray.
Yeah, it can lean blue, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
yeah.
But for me, like, I always have gray everything.
This yarn, the base comes from Italy.
Yeah.
The dyer is Ancient Arts, Carolyn Sommerfeld, and
Oh,
she kind
cool.
of got her claim to fame with cat and dog yarn. She had dyed these yarns that look like the colors of various pets. She's
Right.
a big supporter of animal shelters and rescue programs, and so she
that.
created this colorway for us.
These
And
are great. Yeah, if
people
you're a
come
hockey
in-
fan.
yeah, I think she's just nailed the colors.
Yeah. See, I like the idea if you did a sock in this and you do your heels, cuffs, toes in the hat tricks.
Right.
The little guys.
Yeah.
That would
Wouldn't
be
that be
fun.
awesome?
Wouldn't that be
Yeah.
fun?
Yeah, that would be cool too.
We did these too.
I love those.
How fun is that?
Those-
Little, sitting around the cabin in your Hudson's Bay.
Yes. I actually
Sock.
wanted to do that once. I was looking on Knit Picks because they have all the little colors.
Yes.
And they never had the right colors for me. So I was like,
Yeah.
oh, well, I'll give that up for a while.
We'll send
But
you a
I
kit.
love that. Oh, I love that. But I do a 72 stitch sock, so socks take me a little longer.
Yeah, I did those for a long time. I thought my foot was a 72.
And now you are.
64.
Yeah, you're a 64. There's no way you're a 72.
Yeah.
There's no way you're a 72.
Unless you're a super tight knitter.
No, and I'm
Right.
not a
Yeah.
super tight knitter.
Yeah.
I just found they were too loose. They fit,
Yeah.
but then they would just stretch out too fast.
Yeah, yeah. For me, the 72s are like that works perfectly.
Yeah.
For me, and I know
It took a bit.
It takes some time. I was lucky though because I did a class with Stephanie Pearl McPhee.
Oh, fun.
Is she scary?
At the Frolic. No, she's so funny.
She
She's
is so
hilarious.
funny.
She is so hilarious. So it was at the Frolic last year, and she did a lot of tips on like sort of how to sort of figure out not just your gauge, but how to really make the socks
Yeah.
work for you. And I mean, there's a lot of rules of thumb, but for me, I know a 72 works good. I know it's a 2.5 millimeter needle. No matter what I do, it's a 2.5 millimeter
Me too.
needle. I always do the length of my cuff is always the length of my thumb.
Oh, okay.
That's how I measure the depth of the ribbing. That's just it
Yeah, I'm
works.
not counting either.
I don't count. I just go by that because I'm not going to count. Oh, it's 25 rows and make sure they're identical.
A lot
I
of
don't-
people
I don't
do
care.
that. I could never. I would never knit another sock.
I don't care.
If they said you have to count your rows,
Yeah,
it'd be
no.
like done.
No,
Sorry.
I just do. It's that long, and then I do the leg from the whole distance from the tip of my finger to the bottom of my heel, of my palm.
It's your leg?
That's my leg.
Oh.
Then I do my heel, and then I do the same again for the end of the heel to the point where I do my decrease.
Wow.
For the toes.
You need a
and then I
sock
do my toe.
ruler.
I have one. I never miss it because it's that part, and that part again. And that's it.
Okay. What heel?
So I usually do a fish lips kiss.
Do you?
I've never done that.
FLK all the way.
Really?
Yeah.
I just did a short row heel this weekend. I'm not in love with it. I haven't done it a lot, so I feel like I'm sort of learning.
It depends which one you do, though.
Oh.
I've done other short row heels and I've ripped it out.
Okay.
And I didn't like it. I was for quite a while doing
I should
the
learn it better.
Susan B. Anderson SOS sock.
Yeah.
Do you like that heel?
I really did for a while, but I found I would do the whole sock because I could just like blitz through it.
Yes.
And then I would like leave it on
Never
the
put
shelf and I
heels
would
in
never
it.
put the heels in.
Okay, so fish lips kiss forces you to put it in.
And you know what? It's over and done.
Yeah.
Right?
I
It's
better
all-
learn
it's
it better.
finished.
I learn it better.
Because honestly,
I do
it's
like
not
quick.
that hard. It is quick.
Yeah.
Once you realize that it's honestly all you're doing is knitting into the stitch below on one side and purling into the stitch on the other side. You do that till you get to sort of like a third of it left, and then you just
Yeah.
do it the other way around. Like
Yeah.
it's super fast.
Okay.
Like
I do enjoy super fast.
like a long episode of like Game of Thrones,
Okay.
and you're done the heel.
Okay.
Housewives.
That too. Which one though?
Everyone.
Oh. Okay.
No discrimination.
I only let Sebastian watch the Beverly Hills ones because I'm like,
Orange
we're
County's
doing
on
too
right
much.
now. New York
Yeah.
just finished.
Yeah,
Those are my
there's
three.
Too many.
Those are
So
my
a friend of mine was the producer of the one in Toronto. Did you watch the one in Toronto?
Yes, and I'm wondering why it didn't do well.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I think Canadians were probably a little too self-deprecating to be like
Vancouver.
Yeah,
Bitchy
who are these
enough? There
rich?
wasn't enough drama.
I did
Yeah.
like Vancouver a lot, actually.
Did you? I didn't watch Vancouver.
Yeah.
I watched Toronto because being in Toronto,
Sure.
like you know somebody who knows somebody on the show, and it turned out we did. And a friend of mine is actually the producer of that show. So, and actually Tanya, who's here working with me this weekend, was on The Amazing Race last year.
I watched
So,
her.
yeah.
I remember when you posted that, and I was
Tanya and Ann. Yeah, Tanya's here. You're going to see Tanya tonight.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna.
I never actually.
Yeah.
That's when I love that show.
I love
I
it.
watched
but
it all summer.
I can't watch it
Big
because
Brother?
I stress. I don't do that one either.
Any trash.
Which one? Oh no.
Trashy TV. You know what I want
Big
though?
Brother, or what is it? Paradise?
Oh,
Bachelor in
Bachelor in
Paradise.
Oh, Bachelor in Paradise.
Yankier the better for her.
Yeah.
Let's just be honest.
No, but they're doing now. So what got me through all the stress of the last couple of months? I watched basically in reverse order almost every season of the Great British Bake Off.
Oh,
The
In
best
reverse.
show
And I'm telling
ever.
you, when you are feeling down
on
when
Netflix.
you're- part of it was on Netflix, some of it was on CBC,
Oh, okay.
and it was like
God, I love that show.
you feel bad and you're like you're down and you need something to perk you up. Just watch that because
Really?
it's a competitive show, but it's not competitive.
They're nice.
They're
They're
so happy
nice
you've
to
made a
each
great
other.
cake.
They make
Yeah.
beautiful pastry
Oh my
cakes.
God.
The hosts are lovely.
Yeah.
Who's the one host?
So there's Mary Berry, and then there's Paul Hollywood. Oh, are you thinking the comedians?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I can't remember their
Who
names
were
now,
they?
of course.
I forget.
They're-
They were
they're
stars. They
comedians.
were
I have a
comedians.
sweater in it, so I might as well.
You know what?
Cue it up.
Can't go
The
wrong
pottery
with that.
one too was really good. Did
Yes.
you ever watch that?
Yes.
Yeah, I love.
But you know what?
pottery.
They're doing the Great Canadian Bake Off now. The Great Canadian Baking Show, technically. And it's starting, they did the casting in February, and it's going to air beginning of October starting. So I'm waiting for the casting to open up again, because
No.
I'm going on that show.
No.
One way or another, I am getting my ass on that show. Oh, yes.
You bake?
Oh, girl.
You bake?
He
Oh,
does it,
girl.
all that bread he shows. And
Oh, the
stuff.
bread, yes.
I
Bread.
took baking at George Brown College in Toronto, which is one of the biggest
I love
culinary
cooking, but I
schools.
don't love baking. But I,
I
do
love
love
baking.
bread.
We
I
have
do
a
love
really,
bread.
really good bakery here.
Oh, bakeries
We-
are.
we have a couple
to
of
find
them,
a
but-
good one is hard because
It
it's a
is
lot
hard.
of. Yeah,
A scratch,
yeah.
beautiful bakery.
Yeah.
I agree.
So I'm gonna go on this, and I'm going to
Okay.
pick
Oh my
major,
God.
but I'm gonna represent because I've traveled the world. I've seen.
You have
I've
to
had,
do that.
I've tried cakes everywhere, and I have all kinds of ideas already about different flavors I want to try for like when they do the.
Oh,
savory
you're going to
week,
be on it, no problem.
Where you're like, ooh, I know exactly what my savory filling is gonna be.
So when they go on those shows, are they not allowed to bring any? Like they have to memorize their recipes.
Nope,
for
they bring
like,
the recipes.
So you never see them.